Hey, hey! How is everybody? Happy Mother's Day. What do we got right here? OT, Happy Mother's Day. Simon bow tie. Goes that way, hey. Thought I'd smash one of these on. Haven't put one on for a while. Heather Francis, how are you? Inca, hi Kate. Thank you, OT. So how is everybody? Okay, so tonight we have a competition. I had it posted a minute ago, and what I'm going to be doing is you have to watch the entire banter, okay? You have to watch the entire banter or most of it to win or to be in the running to win this competition. It's a 1 hour reading, and yeah, you can either do it, actually it's a Skype Zoom reading. So value is at $150, and I'm going to be offering one of those up to some lucky viewer tonight. So what you have to do, guys, is I'm going to have questions throughout the night, okay? And you have to answer all the questions correct, and submit them to me, and then I will be, I'll get admin to draw out of the hat who's going to win the reading. So there you go. Tonight's going to be a fun night, and as I said, we're going to have that really cool competition, and it's going to be awesome. So how is everyone anyway? What's happening? Marianne, Wendy, don't forget to share, don't forget to like and share, and happy Mother's Day to everybody. Also happy Mother's Day to people that can't for some reason be with their mum, whether she's passed over or for some other reason, or for children that are missing their mothers as well. I think it's really, and for mums that are missing their kids, Mother's Day isn't a fun day for everybody, because there are a lot of people grieving, and a lot of people, due to circumstances, can't be with their loved ones during this day. But just want to send out some love to all those people as well. So that's really cool. So how's everybody's week been? I need to find some cards, don't I? Let me have a look. Let's see what we've got here. Psychics. Feels like an angel day today. So I might read with some angel cards. Maybe. So just to kick it off and to show you, let me see. I've got to get these questions right, because if I stuff them up, you're going to yell at me. Okay, so here we go. Just bear with me. And for tonight, the questions are all relative to mothers, okay, or relative to mothers. And I'll be asking these questions throughout the night, okay? So I'll be asking these questions throughout the night, all right? And I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come on before I ask the first one. There's going to be about 20 questions. So yeah, if you want to be in the runnings to win a reading with me, stay online tonight, and share. We'll be online till about 10 o'clock, give or take. And yeah, share, and you've got to answer all the questions, right, guys? Okay, that's the deal. Oh, look, my mum's on Facebook tonight. So happy Mother's Day, Rob the Reader. And I'm going to message you something really special a little bit later on, that got sent to me today. So there you go. Happy Mother's Day, Dudu. Love you too. Di, how did your thing go? Hi, Liz. Kevin. Chrysanthemums. Hi, Carly Holly. Where are you from? Louise. How you going from Tortoise and Fishy? Is he? No, we just took him out of the tank. Hi, Ginge. Happy Mother's Day. Love you. What's happening? So for those of you that just joining, I've got a Mother's Day competition on tonight. You can win a private reading with me. I'm going to be asking some questions throughout the evening, and you do have to have all of the questions right, so clear and correct, in order to go in the running. So, and you've got to watch the show to actually get the questions and the answers. So there you go. Yeah. All right. So let me see then. All right. You know what? I think I'm just gonna before I do that, I just want to wish my partner a happy Mother's Day as well. And her mum too. Work for me. Oh my God, no way. So tonight, oh, my glasses have got all crap on them, I can't see properly. Right, let's see. I'm going to jump straight in with spirit, guys. I'm just going to jump straight on in it because I have somebody here. And what's this? There you go. All right. So what I'm going to actually work with is spirit, okay? And I'm being given the name David, okay? And I feel like, yeah, it would have been shortened, but he's wanting me to acknowledge his name is David, okay? And I feel raspy in the throat. So David is showing me or telling me that he may have actually passed from something to do with the throat, because I feel as if it's either throat or esophagus or mouth cancer of some sort, but he's bringing me to the throat area there. And I feel David would have passed sort of like in his late 60s or thereabouts. He doesn't look like a massive big guy either. He's sort of like average build, and he's got like a receding hairline as well. So can anybody place David that would have had that problem with the throat, or can place a David and can place that situation or circumstance in their life at the present time? But I feel like David's reaching out to me. Mandy, you've listed there that your dad's name is David. And I have to bring that into this particular area as well. I'm being shown a memory from Christmas time as well. So I have to say that he's wanting to remember Christmas or the time near and around Christmas as well. So I know that's really relevant for him. So Mandy, you can place that illness as well with your dad. You can place that he had the throat problems. I don't look, it feels kind of cancer related, but I also see something behind it as well. So I know that there's something else with that, if that makes sense. So I have to place that because he's just showing me the throat region, and I do feel that he can't speak, if that makes sense as well. And I know that Christmas time is really important because there's memories near and around Christmas that he's wanting to acknowledge. And so I have to bring that forward, and I have to place that as well. So I don't know whether his birthday or passing date was near or around Christmas. I want to go to the other side of Christmas because I almost want to say to you that I know that originated from prostate, yeah, but his throat is just so everyone else can see the accuracy of some of these things that spirit passes across to us, because I know that his throat and went there as well. So I also have to say to you too that there's a connection with I want to go on the other side of Christmas. I feel like February, March is a date or a month that needs to be recognized as well with him. So I have to place that too. And oh my God, marmalade. I don't know what that is, but I love marmalade. But he's showing me marmalade, and you know, unless you're Paddington Bear, then I think David might like a bit of marmalade on toast. Aren't they funny the way that the things that they actually show us? So Mandy, can you place some of these things for us? That would be great. Where are you? I'm going to pop you up here. Oh, is that your dad there? Bless his heart. He's got a cat hat on. Just waiting for some confirmation, Mandy. Oh, look, I've got headaches with this too. So your dad's showing me the pain associated with it, headaches too. And I also have to also say too, I'm I don't know whether it's greyhounds or horses, but I feel like there's either a greyhound or a horse, or I like to watch the races or something along those lines too, that he's showing me, because he's showing me a newspaper and he's got his finger on the page and he's wanting to go down with it, if that makes sense. So it's like I'm looking on the paper for something. So Mandy, can you place this, please? Dad's looking at the newspaper. Dad's looking at the newspaper, and Mum's still alive. Does that make sense? Or I wanna hand like some flowers to Mum from Dad, or so hand some flowers to somebody. Are you guys seeing this? Is it working? Because I can't see any of your comments, so I don't know whether it's stopped or what's happening. Ah, it's a tracheotomy. Mum's here. Okay, all right. Beautiful. So he had the tracheotomy, because I can see the hole there. Okay, so can everybody see me clearly? You can. Monroe's saying you can. Yeah, Kylie, I don't know what you're doing. So that's awesome. So yeah, he's showing me all of those things. There's something in the paper though. Like whenever I see newspapers, I straight away automatically go to dogs and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm looking in the newspaper, and he's got his finger and he's just like looking in the newspaper. Really bizarre, okay, because what he's actually showing me is the real estate section. Okay, so I'm going to pull back on the dogs and horses, and I feel like I'm looking in the real estate section. And usually when I look at the real estate section, or when I'm told to talk about real estate, it's a sign that I get. But he's taking control of this one, and he's showing me that he's looking at real estate. So I don't know whether that was happening around the time of his passing, or it was something that he liked to read, the real estate section. But I do have to put in there that something near and around real estate he's wanting to acknowledge and connect on. Okay, which is really cool. But I just feel like I'm going through the paper, and my eyesight's not 100%, but I don't worry about that. I'm going to have a look at anyway. But it's a ritualistic thing, and I'm just looking in the paper and I'm scanning, I'm having a look at what's actually there. But I've stopped at the real estate section. So Mandy, I don't know whether there's something near and around you that's going on with real estate, whether you're purchasing or whether you're selling. But Dad's wanting to say that. He's also wanting to hand across the flowers to Mum. Okay, the flowers to Mum. And I do see that these would have been a flower, a same flower, like her favorite flower, if that makes sense. And he does have a little bit of a romantic heart when he remembers, is what he's saying, when he remembers. But he's just feeling really blessed and wants to hand that across to Mum and say Happy Mother's Day, love. That's what he's saying, Happy Mother's Day, love. Okay, so sweet, so sweet. I also am seeing an uncle with him over there as well. Now I don't know whether it's a brother or a great uncle. I want to go to great uncle, if that makes sense. So I feel like this is your dad's uncle, if that makes sense. And I can see him coming forward as well. Now he's a taller guy, and I also know that there's a connection to a military service with this one because he's dressed in a uniform. So Mandy, I don't know whether you can place all of this information, but this gentleman is just coming forward. I get I get a connection or a name that's coming forward here, and I do see it's either I want to talk about a Chris or a Christopher that's connecting with this one. So I don't know whether you can verify that or not, but I am going to leave it there because I've got a lot of more readings to do. But just know that your dad is on the other side. He's sending lots of love to your mum for Mother's Day, and just wants you to know that he's there, and also your uncle's there, and he's come forward with a military reference as well. So lots of love, and I'm going to send that one across to you. So happy Mother's Day. Okay, aren't they amazing, the stuff that actually everybody the information that spirit passes across, it never it never ceases to amaze me. I was watching a masterclass the other day with the international psychic medium Lisa Williams, and Lisa was talking about mediumship today, and she was just talking about how difficult mediumship is today, and just how challenging it is now for us, because no longer can you just come up and say, hey, I've got somebody, his name's George, he's got this, he's got that. You actually have to bring forward a lot more information now. You've got to bring forward memories now. You've got to really put that beyond reasonable doubt in the mind of your in the mind of your reads. And so every time we're reading now, we're having to push ourselves further and further and further to try and get information that's valid, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you, because there's so many readers out there that are at the beginning of their journey, and there's so many seasoned readers out there as well. And it's so hard now to do our job and do it well at top levels, because as Lisa said, the internet's there. You can Google a lot of things, and it's just not as, I guess, distant as say 1800 mediums, when you couldn't check up on things to see if they were right or wrong. So yeah, it is definitely a lot more challenging. And I've seen a lot of changes in it over the last 20 years, but we're still here. Isn't that how it goes? We're still here. So yeah, let me see. OT, I'm reading your message that says, I wish I had your gifts just to communicate to those and to help others. Everybody has a gift, OT, and it may not be talking to, it may not be talking to spirit. It may not be, charity work, but everybody has a gift. And it just means that you have to tap in and find that gift, okay? And it starts in the heart, if that makes sense. Kelly Hollings, you're certified with Lisa Williams. Okay, how do you find that, Kelly? Do you practice still? You love my shirt? It's furry. What's hard out mean, OT? Hard out. I don't know what that means. Hard out, hard out, hard out. All right, so all of you guys on here, so are you ready for question number 1? Okay, now you have to get these right, okay, in order to go in the running to win a reading. Okay, you have to do it. So, like, flat out, sis. Oh, cool. Kelly, spiritual gent. All right, so here's the first question. Are you ready? Okay, what is the head of a female religious community called? What is the head of a female religious community called? Right? You've got to have this question right. Okay? You've got to have it right. No Googling. Use your brains. I've got to get a piece of paper so I know what questions I've asked. Right? So what I want you to do is you've got to write these down, and then you have to email it to me. Okay? You have to email it. Loretta, well done. Okay, Loretta, you're in the winning on this one. Yep, it's Mother Superior. Okay, right. I'm not going to tell you all the answers all the time, but I want you to submit your, I'll give you the first one. It's Mother Superior. Okay, Mother Superior is the name of the head of the female religious order, right? So that's the first one, right? Now, I'm going to ask other questions throughout the night, and I want you to email your list to me, and I will announce the winner in the next couple of days of who wins the 1 hour reading with me. So there you go, Loretta. Yep, you got that one right. How cool is that? Oops, nuns. None of you won it. Only joking. None ya. Okay, so there you go. Number 1. Question number 1. Okay, now I'm just seeing what else I've got here. Hi, Trish Hanley. How are you? Choir nuns. I know, Sister Act. I couldn't stop laughing. I just wanted to have something different as a Mother's Day competition, and I'm not going to make it easy for you. I'm going to make you work for the reading. So yeah, there you go. Bit slow, Di, but yep, you got it. Okay, so let me pull out these little cards. Angel Wishes by Debbie Malone. That's what I'm going to be using tonight. Just for a little bit until I get spirit coming in. Oops, nuns. Remember the old nun in the Blues Brothers? The penguin, they called her, and I think they kicked her down the stairs or something, didn't they? If I remember correctly. Kicked her down the stairs. Something like that. Okay, I'm drawn to you, Trish, tonight. So, Trish Hanley, right, I'm going to put in here, and your card from Debbie Malone is Believe in Miracles. There you go. Believe in Miracles. Oh, my goodness. Look who's just jumped on here. It's JJ. Hey, Geordie, do you want to join me? Do you want to come on? I'll send you a link if you want to play. JJ, do you want to jump on for a bit? That's what Google called them. Oh, right. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. We're going to bring on Geordie. Let's get Geordie. How do I do this? JJ. Oh, here we go. Just wait a minute. Where the hell am I going? Let's have some fun. Geordie, you're going to do some readings. Let's do some Mother's Day tags. Wait a minute. I'll get you on here. Paste. Send. Where's my StreamYard? Okay. All right. I'm going to keep reading until Geordie comes on. My little one goes in for his 6th operation tomorrow. Fingers crossed this is the last one. Oh, miracles. Miracles do happen. Now, for you whingers, I did put pink in my hair tonight. There you go. Pink it up. Here comes JJ. How exciting. Yay. Hi, JJ. You got pink hair too.
Sorry?
How are you all? You got pink hair too.
Yeah. We're going to be twins. Hello, everyone. Hello.
For those of you that don't know, this is my partner in crime, the incredible Geordie Janes, psychic medium.
Yeah.
Geordie and I are going to the Animal Dreaming Retreat next week. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. All right, JJ. I'm just doing spirit readings, actually. I do have Debbie's cards here, but I'm just let's just have some fun with it if you want, because we haven't got nothing else to do.
I know. So all right. I just come off. I've just been in the spirituality center for Canberra. Just then, I just got off that feed as well. So, and it's funny because I was just about to say hello, beautiful. I was about to type in hello, beautiful souls, and then you go, oh, let's just come on. Oh, Baba. Hello, Christy. Hello, everyone. Hello, Miss Di.
Dingo die, die. Itchy scratchies. All right, so shall we grab a spirit?
Why not? You want to go first?
Maybe. Should we do a tandem? Want to do a tandem?
We'll do double act, double link.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Let's do that. Yep. Why not?
Okay. You go first.
No. That. Let's see if this works. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when we get together. Bit of a heads up. So I've actually got a lady with me who I know that she's not a very tall lady, and I also feel as I blend with her, I know there's aunt. I know there's a Marie or Mary. I want to say Marie. And what is that? Sewing. Okay, is there a sewing box or sewing in the box? I just got the word sewn. So, SEWN. For some reason, I got that word in my head. I don't know if it's actual. I'll just leave that with you. I've also got, as she's blending with me, I don't know if you've actually got her sewing box, but I feel like there's a sewing box with tapestry on the top. So, what have you got, Miss Bec?
I'm jumping in and I've got like this little pin cushion and there's like pins with little balls on the top of it, right? It's like a different colored sort of pin cushion. So I know she's got pins and pin cushion. And I can smell it and I can see this old Singer sewing machine. And I want to push on the little pedals like, oh, like the old granny. Like this is someone's granny, bless her little heart. And she's sewing away, blind as a bat with Coke bottle glasses. Is what I'm seeing. Might be totally wrong on this one, but I feel like that she's talking about sewing. She's feeling about stitching stuff together. And I know she's wanting to talk about somebody's relationship that's hot on the rocks at the minute. And she's wanting to get out this little Singer sewing machine and she's want to sew this relationship back together. So can anybody place a beautiful lady that would have had, pretty much blind, would have had an old Singer sewing machine, may still have her like little pin cushion with the pins in the top of it. And as Geordie said, she would have had a special sewing or darning box as well. And she's talking about somebody or making a connection to somebody that is going through or knows of somebody going through a troubled relationship at the present time. Bang, over to you. But she's got like big glasses, like big Coke bottle glasses.
And there's the Mary or Marie. There's I want to say Mary. It's like Mary or Marie. It might be middle name, but I just feel like okay.
Martha
could be, but it's the E at the end, like the Mary. Yeah, sounds I like
know. No, it doesn't, Showerda. Not everybody's grandmother had a Singer sewing machine. Mine did.
Especially the pedal ones.
Yeah,
mine.
It was one of the ones you had to work yourself, so it was totally manual. Yeah. It wasn't an electronic thing at all. Okay.
Very significant about this sewing box, and I feel like you've got it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you don't use it, but I know that you've got it.
The other thing. Go.
I was just going to say it's as I look in that. Okay.
Kylie, can you see Kylie's message? All right, Kylie. I do. Also, what I'm being shown is a wagon wheel in the garden, like a wagon wheel. You know those old, those old wagon wheels that people used to put in their garden. I've seen one of those. The Jippo wagon. I was taught how to use them in schools in Scotland. She has an old Singer machine with pedals. Oh, Sherida. This could be Sherida.
Yeah, Kylie's actually got it. This is my nan, not my nonna. I'm drawn to Kylie. I don't know about you, but Sherida sort of okay. Let me blend with her.
Let's put her up here.
Yeah. Okay, she passed a few months ago.
Can anybody, Kylie, can you place the wagon wheel? The wheel is your nan.
Is my nan. So the wheel is with your nan. Okay, sewing machine was the nonna.
Okay. So all right, so sewing machine is nonna. So we could have both here.
Kylie, if I'm with your nan with this, I feel like the sewing box is quite important.
Wait, you would understand. Heather Fraser.
Yeah, because I did say August.
Ooh.
Mm.
All right, let's get some more information, JJ. Let's get some more
Mm-hmm.
information. Okay. There's a ring that I need to talk about, and there's a ring that this lady's having. I'm seeing green on it, so it's either a green ring or something along like it's got a green stone in it, if that makes sense. And I am seeing that, if that makes sense.
Would you understand it would be opal, like those beautiful greeny?
Yeah, it's a greeny color. Heather, we're going to jump to you for a second and just hold the other one for a second. That's closer. And the emerald ring, I'm seeing an emerald ring as well. So it might be on your finger, it might have been on her finger, or there's a green tinge to it. Green stone. It isn't
Okay, cool.
my grandmother.
Thanks, Kylie. So we might be with Heather.
Or it's on a brooch or something like that. It's a green stone that I'm being asked to, that I'm being drawn to, a green stone, green ring I can't place. Heather Fraser. All right, we're just going to hold on to that for now. Heather.
Okay, so Heather, if we are with you, would you understand if this is Mum? Would you understand that there? I know she passed peacefully. I know that it's like she fell asleep. She's got a real genuine. And would you understand 6 children or being one of 6?
Double link. We got double link here, Sherida and Heather.
Yeah. Yep.
This is how it goes.
Yep.
La, 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 la. Green you can't place. Love it. Look at that, Mary. Her name's Mary. All right, Heather, are your grandmother's little? Okay, your grandmother's little, and I do see that she struggled with eating at the time of her passing. But I also, I'm also being guided to say to you that I don't know if it's a food tube or something like that, but I used to work in an aged care facility, and when the oldies can't eat, we actually used to give them sustagen or something like that. So I do see something like that being given to her as well. Inability to eat. So I have to be drawn to the abdominal area with her for complications that's coming in there. But I do see such a strength with her. And I have to say that, Geordie, I don't know whether you can see that, but she's got such a strength, okay? Such a strength. And I also have to acknowledge, too, that there's children with her in spirit.
And Heather's just said 6 is right. She was one of 6.
Beautiful.
So, yeah. And, yeah, I just want to say she bet the odds, Heather. I feel that they kept going, this it's not it, like she kept pushing the bar. I feel like what Bec was saying is that as I blend with her, I feel like she just went, no, I'm not going on that time, I'm going on this time. So there's a reference here where the doctors were giving her no, and then she's like, no, this is when. So I feel that she was very strong.
It took her quick. She fought for. Yeah, beautiful. There you go, Heather.
Yep.
Wow,
Yep.
she's so cute. She's so cute. Just a gorgeous, beautiful lady. I know. I've got the like a shawl or something around her neck. I feel like she's, suffered from the cold. She's showing me that she suffered from the cold. She's a little bit shaky with the hands, and I can see they're a little bit arthritic. But you know what? She's just beautiful, and it's such an honor to I haven't done a double link for ages, but I love this tag thing that I do with Jordan, and it's just so much fun when we can sort of put a spirit in between us and just give her a good old hug and say Happy Mother's Day. So let's get a message, shall we?
Yeah. And it's really interesting because I just want to go back to, if you don't have the sewing box, there's something about finding a box with information in it, whether or not it's letters or old letters. I do feel, Heather, as I blend with this, there is actually letters from your grandmother or grandfather in this box. And I don't know if it's a sewing box, but I just feel like I want to acknowledge this beautiful tapestry on the top. So
yeah, and there's a pressed flower. I don't know whether it's a purple. What's in purple flowers called? No, daisies. Violets.
you've got
Like a little violet, a little pressed flower. There's a little pressed flower, so that's really cool. That I can see her coming in. But she's also, as we grabbed her before, she's wanting to. She's just wanting to acknowledge an iris. No, it's too big, Nick. It's only little. It's like a little blue, a little purple flower.
pansy,
Yeah,
or
something like that, like a little purple
violet.
pansy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Maddie Hughes, you back? Are you still kicked off? Oh my God, seriously. No, it's not lavender. It's a purple flower, guys. It's a purple flower.
It's like a pansy or violet, similar to those, because it's got the same.
It's that deep purple. So she's just showing that, and it's pressed between either paper or like or baking paper or something like that. Greaseproof paper is what I can see it with her. Man, she's got shocking indigestion. So I just feel like I've got shocking indigestion. Cards written by my mum and old photos of my nan sent. Oh, that's so cute. Did you find any flowers?
Yeah, because I was just about to say that this has been found just recently. So she just wants to let you know that she's been around you while you've been looking at this.
Yeah. It's so cute. It's so cute. I just love it. I just love watching her come forward.
And she's got that like little, sorry, I'm watching her just like swing her hips. It's like, yes, I got through. Like this. This is like, she's very excited. Sorry.
She is very excited. Bless her little heart. So anyway, so the message that she's just given is that she's near and around, okay? And the one thing that she wants to come forward and is just to stay solid, okay? I can see that there's been a few emotional ups and downs in the last 6 weeks. But what your grandmother's is saying is that eventually clear sailing will come forward, but you have to know what you want. You've got to know what direction that you're wanting to go in, because that's going to decide whether you go left or right on this journey. Nobody else can make that decision for you. And she's just saying, take a pause, reflect on things, and just take your time, don't make haste. But she's blowing lots of kisses, and she's got this little hanky, and she just wants to reach out. And when your mothers used to lick the hankies and wipe the shit off your face, kind of like that. Yeah, she's just wanting to wipe your face with this hanky. So let's hope there's no snot on it. Bless her heart. Welcome to my show, Geordie. It's all about snot, but anyway, do you have anything to add to that one?
No, I think that's pretty much. I feel it. It's like she's walking, like throwing her hips and being quite proud that she actually got through. So she was quite happy.
Yeah, that's right. The other thing that I'm seeing too is coins, like pennies. So I don't know whether granddad was like played 2-up, or somebody has a 2-up set, or just found a 2-up set. But Heather, there's something to do with coins. Okay, like I don't know whether they're pennies, but they're coins, and I just have to pass that across as well. Now I'm seeing some of you start to post, can I have a reading? Can I have a reading? If we're drawn to you, then you'll get a reading. Okay, but if you want to go into the Mother's Day draw, you have to watch the show to be able to get the questions, right? So there you go.
Out now, bugger.
Why?
Because I'm in the show now.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like terms and conditions, Yeah,
that's it. Terms and conditions.
Hello, Bec.
So there you go. We're going to leave that one there, Heather. And do you know what we're going to do, Geordie?
Can I just say?
We're going to go back and we're going to pick up Sherda.
Yep. And can I just say, Heather, I love your profile pic, because there's nothing like a better. It's a beautiful better. Did you see it?
Do you know what happened to Finn? Finn went down the sink. I accidentally lost him down the sink, and then I bought a beautiful one home the other day, and she paid him. So continue on with your Siamese fighting stories.
Because I've got one here on my desk in a little 10-litre tank. I love and I've actually got, if I do that, I've got a sorority in that tank. So I've got a sorority of double half moons in that. That's why, like, when Heather's profile picked up, I'm like, oh my God, I love that. That is gorgeous. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
So all we have now is Chip, and we bought him a new companion, and he beat the daylights out of him. Lasted all of half an hour. So he's now an evil Chip. With a nice little cresty too, green, beautiful. Anyway, moving along.
Yes, it is a better. I just love them. Absolutely love them.
Me too. You should see my shrimp. I got the biggest, fattest shrimp in the world.
Yeah, there's actually shrimp in there now too. I've got 3 red cherries in there. Sorry, we're talking about fish, ladies and gentlemen.
I've got one cherry. Geordie and I got the same interest. I've got one cherry shrimp, and his name is Henry VIII. He's a ginger.
No word of a lie. This particular male that I've got here, his name's Henry.
Yeah, there you go. That's honestly, so funny,
guys. Once we start connecting, we're just like, there's too many coincidentals.
I know. How funny. So you've got Henry the shrimp. I've got Henry the shrimp, and I've got
Henry. I've got Henry. You're gonna have a quick look, but I'm just gonna show you this. So he's in.
Oh, hi, Henry.
So you can see him.
There he is.
There he is.
Hi.
He's a delta fin. They call him a delta fin.
That's so cool. Beautiful fins. I want cherries, but my angel would eat them. Oh,
yeah.
I've got one cherry, and the one that I've got that's massive. Geordie, what are those stripy red and white ones called?
Crystal reds.
They're huge. Like, she is huge. Like, Bertha.
We might have to get back into reading, darling.
Yeah, let's get back into it, because we like talking, but that's okay. It's a banter, right? We're allowed to. It's a banter, okay? It's a banter, right?
Yeah.
People are
I'm
asking,
very excited for next weekend, by the way.
I am, and do you know what? Let's plug it, okay? So next weekend, and there's still available. So next weekend is Animal Dreaming's Writers Retreat, okay? Animal Dreaming's Writers Retreat. It's a 3-day retreat, is it? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3-day retreat. And for anybody that's interested in learning to be a writer, learning to get a publishing deal, illustrators, it's just an incredible opportunity of like-minded people, some incredible mentors coming together to showcase what you need to do and how to do it to become a writer. So Geordie and I both go into that, and I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. And let's see what happens there. But,
I'm very excited.
Geordie, what are you writing these days?
I'm actually just bits and pieces, really, but I think that my main aim to go up is just to one, to find out what people's programs they're using to write in, because I know you've got Word and all that sort of stuff. I don't want to sort of plug things, but I want to find out. But my cards are my first. It's like I want to do my cards first and really sort of sit in a space of really researching to do my cards and get my cards out there, because that will be my first thing. And then my journey to the medium, which is really interesting, because I've just found out, because I've just done my DNA and my family history, that possibly one of my ancestors started the Williamstown Spiritualist Church in Williamstown, Victoria.
You did say that. That's really cool. I've read for them. Such an old venue.
I'm very excited, actually, because I've got a funny feeling he is a third cousin removed. So basically, my great-grandfather is his great-grandfather.
Wow. What was your DNA, Geordie? Where did it say you're from?
So this is interesting. So I'm basically 38% English, 36% Irish, and 21% Scottish.
Oh, man.
My dad, because we got my dad's done as well, and he's 41% Scottish. So my Scottish is actually from his side of the family. So
wow.
Yeah. So I'm
mine
from
is
Sussex in England.
From where?
Cornwall. So
Oh
Cornish
my God,
pixies.
you're from on the coast.
Yep, and Sussex.
Sussex. All right, so my DNA is 45% Scottish, 33% Irish, 14% Welsh, and 8% English. Bam.
Yep. That's why we get along so well.
No, it's so funny. So funny. All right, let's get back onto some readings.
Yes.
Learning your genealogy is so important. Yeah, you gotta like scrape, you gotta spit in this thing, and it's such an interesting thing. Ancestry.com.
Yep.
Scotland. My family come from the island of Iona. So my great-great-grandfather was born and raised and married on the island of Iona. So we're from the Puffin land, and I love Iona, and I can't wait to go back there. You look alike too.
And you know what's really funny? And you know what's really funny, ladies and gentlemen? We used to live in the same country town.
Did we?
Maryborough, remember? We had that good old chat that day.
Yeah, that's right. Maryborough, Victoria. Yeah, we did too. So we lived in Bet.
So did I. Remember?
That's right.
Very.
Oh my God.
This stuff you just can't make. You can't make this. Can I swear? You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, you can. It's my show. Thomas has just came in. Do you want to see him?
Oh, yep.
He's walking over. Come on, mister.
Now, where am I going here?
Come on, quick.
Hey, Chris, going. I'm just going to say a shout out to everyone. Is it? I'm going to pronounce names wrong, so just bear with me. Hi, Mandy. How you going?
Hi, Annie Geordie.
Hello. Oh my God, he's looking so good now. Look at him. He's like, what am I doing? Where am I going? I just want to do stuff.
Hi, everybody. Happy Mother's Day for me.
He's
Happy
so
Mother's Day. Where are you going? Huh? Okay, you stink. Oh, you just had got fed, that's why. Get down. It smells like prawns. All right, let's get back to some readings. Let's get back to professionalism.
Oh, wow, Marianne, that's crazy.
Isn't that cool?
That's
so cool. All right, well, while we're going to check another reading, I'm going to throw in another question.
Yep, go.
Before we just grab somebody. So this is question number 2. Okay. I don't know how to put them. I have to think of how to put it. I've got all these words here. Okay, so I'll have to think of how to put it. Wait a minute. I have to type it in. Oh, that sounds like crap. All right, let's just grab a reading. Let's just grab a reading. Let me grab one first if you want to jump in.
Yep, you grab one first.
I'm hearing the name Abby. Abby, I'm getting the name Abby. But I also feel that I've Hi Mandy, your sister's first time. How you going? All right, so what I'm actually getting is the word Abby, okay? The word Abby. And I'm feeling more as if the Abbey is connected as in a church kind of Abbey, if that makes sense. So either somebody was married in an Abbey or something like that. But I'm hearing there's a connection to the name Abby, if that makes sense. Good luck with that, Geordie.
Thank you. Would you understand? Have you got a male with you? Or the female?
Yes.
The male?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. George, jump in and see what you can get.
All right. So it's like I want to say, I know there's a male stepping in, but there's also a female back, like step back. But I know this male, as he steps forward, I know that there's a John or a J. There's a J sound around him, or it may not be his name, but it's around him. I also know that as I'm blending with him, he's I want to say he's definitely, he worked in the physical trade, because I feel it's like hold on a second, stonemason. Because I see him working with stone, like lifting stones and being very physical.
Yeah, and I do feel that first of all, I heard the name Abby, and I thought, okay, it's a female's name. I want to go to Abby, but then I also feel as I can see like a stone as well, like around, if that makes sense. Hi, Elaine. How are you, beautiful? So I feel like that there's that as well, connected somehow. Thank you. Have you got Ariana? No. So yeah, exactly like Westminster Abbey, kind of like that. But I feel I wouldn't be surprised if there was the name Abby or Abigail as well. But it's definitely got a male. I stopped plugging my computer before it dies.
Yep, no, that's fine. Hey Kim, hi Elaine. Okay,
Kim.
so let's
just go over what we actually have. So we've got a male in spirit, and I see him as quite tall. I don't know about you. But I see him as quite tall and quite slim. I did hear the name Abby, and do you know what? I almost wanted to say it's Prince Philip. Like I nearly wanted to say that, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh, can I be that bold? However, I'm going to pass on that one, and I think we need to focus on who's here and who's in the building. But I can see him actually coughing, but I see it heart related. Okay, so we've got a gentleman here. And I know there's a connection to a heart-related problem or a heart-related connection here. Geordie's picked up that he may have been connected to a stone or the Masonic Lodge. Something
no,
along those.
Stonemason, as in worked with
stonemason.
So like
okay.
Doing.
And look, I have to go with what I'm seeing here, Geordie. I see a Philip, a connection there with a Philip. So let's just wait and see if there's somebody there that has the name Philip that's connected to a Philip or a Phil, and connected to any of these things, because it is coming up, and I've been doing this too long not to say what I'm being seeing. So
exactly. Yeah, cause I just want to say there's definitely this. Let me see what else.
Do you know the old War of the Roses, the symbol of the War of the Roses, when Queen Victoria blended the roses together?
The red and the white.
Yeah, it's like something like that. Oh, Susie, your dad was a Freemason. All right, that's the closest we've got so far. So my pop passed from a heart attack when I was 5. Okay, but can we place the connection to a Mason, if that makes sense, or Freemason? My father-in-law was Philip. Thomas, what are you doing?
I just feel like he worked with stone. So if he wasn't a stonemason, I know he worked with stone.
Where he was stoned.
No, because I see him physically lifting stones and moving them around. But I know it's not something as in on property moving stones. I want to say he actually made like the gravestones.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not.
Come on, guys. Somebody has this gentleman. I'm really clear on this one. Somebody has this gentleman. And I also am getting the name Lila or Lola or something like that. Now, sometimes I get the names, but I have to put an L connection here. And I keep having flashes of a gravestone as well. So, I have to say that he was buried, not cremated, because I am seeing a headstone. Okay, headstone. It's just an L. It's like could be Lorna, like it's like the L name.
Yeah. And there's a March connection. March
Okay.
birthday celebration anniversary.
Your grandmother's Lorna. And where's the connection? Where's the connection with carpal tunnel or a scar on the wrist? Okay, I have to place a scar on the wrist, carpal tunnel, surgery, break, something like that. So I have to place that. Mary, no, it's not an it's not a Linda. Mike's husband died last month from a heart attack, and his wife's name was Laurie, but nothing to do with the stonemason. He was U.S. military, and his name was Rick. Okay, thanks, Christy. We'll hold on to that. Not quite what we're looking for. His birthday was the 18th of March.
Wendy, can you place everything that we've explained? I think you said Freemason, if I remember correctly.
My mum had that surgery on both arms, Sherida.
And it's funny because I was drawn to Sherida before, but I'm not.
Let's just put this here for now, just for now, okay?
Yeah.
Francis, a monumental mason. Is that what it's called?
Oh, for the grave. Thank you.
Yeah,
the stonemasons do the different. Yes.
My brother's name is Philip, and my father died when his aorta ruptured. So that's the AAA aorta, Sherida.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it with Sherida.
Okay, you go.
I'm leaning. Well, the aorta is the heart aorta, the one that goes to the heart. It's the main aorta. My grandfather passed from the same thing. Carpal syndrome, and the carpal tunnel is there as well. Also too, as that's also too. And the skin cancer, the connection, Sherida, can you place the skin cancer connection as well? I've got an old gentleman scratching his head, and I have to place a skin cancer connection there. And I'm also seeing, I'm standing on the back porch, and I feel like I'm coming out the door. You know those old squeaky doors, click, 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 click. And I'm looking out. I'm a little kid, and I feel like this is a memory from his childhood, looking out onto a back porch, and I really feel as if I'm just looking out over green grass, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether it's farming land of some sort, whether it's a dairy farm or something along those lines. But I feel like this gentleman that's coming forward is showing me a childhood memory of when life was a little bit harder but a lot easier. And he's just looking out. He's come out this back door, and it's just standing on like a wide porch, if that makes sense. Your father's father. Just bear with us while we get this gentleman. We want to give you as much evidence as we possibly can. And it's a little bit harder when you're doing a double link as well, because we both have to be on the same page, if that makes sense. So a beautiful old granite house.
That's
there's your stone.
Yep. And it was funny because I was pulled to Sherida before.
So Sherida, you can place this when you come out the back door, and you're on the porch and you're looking down. That makes sense.
And Wendy, just keep your ears peeled, because we are being drawn to Sherida at the moment, but that's not to say that your beautiful loved one is not coming through with different things as well, because they might be slightly blending.
I can't remember what I just said, but anyway.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right. Well, we've definitely got him for you, Sherida. We've definitely got him coming forward. He's a very gentle soul, but I do feel that he was misunderstood. Okay, he's not one to say too much and not get involved with too much idle chitter chatter. Is what I'm being guided to say. You know, when he spoke, you'd listen, but otherwise he'd just like mosey on and just do whatever he had to do to keep the peace. And I also, you know, feel as if his father was a sort of a very stern man, and you know, may have had some hard guidelines. And it's like that old saying, you know, kids, you know, seen not heard. So as a result of that, he may not have had heaps and heaps to say during his lifetime, but when he did have something to say and he truly believed in it, then he'd certainly lend his voice. So that's what I'm picking up with him. And of course, you know, the skin cancer connection as well, because he's just scratching the back of his head, and like, I don't know where that came from. So does that make sense, Sherida? Geordie, do you want to grab a message?
I actually feel like the message was in with what you just said about around the family, because Sherida, I just feel like stepping up and putting I just feel like, Sherida, there's things going on around the family at the moment that you need to he's totally aware of this, and I just feel like I want to go, he's telling you to step up, he's telling you to really own what you need to say within the family, because I don't feel like you need to filter anymore, is what I feel. Because the message was in what you were just saying about the family.
Yeah. All right. Sherida, we're going to leave that beautiful soul with you and wish you a happy Mother's Day. And we're going to jump onto something else. And wow, that's so cool. Don't you love it when they come forward? So clear.
He was so gorgeous too. It's like, I just want to go, there's so much he could say, but all you had to do is just say one
very
word.
misunderstood, and very quiet. Shall we do some card readings?
Why not? Go for it.
What have you got?
Lots.
I just packed up mine in a box, and I've still got cards everywhere.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's do it. I don't know if it's on, but
are they Nick's?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to read with those. All right. I'm going to read with Deb's angel ones.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So just we will go to whoever we're drawn to.
Yeah, we will do some more mediumship, but we'll just knock out some of these for the crowd that's watching.
Yeah.
Let's see who drops them first. It'll be me, because I'm useless. But, all right. You like angels. Wendy. Did I get you? I got Marianne. I meant to get Wendy. Sorry, Marianne. I meant to click on Wendy. There we go. All right, let's have a look. Wendy, the card that I'm getting for you is Angel of Manifestation. So I feel like you need to put out what you want into the world, okay? There's no point in dreaming about it. You actually have to put it out there. You've got to bring it out of your head into your heart, to your feet, and actually start the process. So what are you doing to make things happen? You can't just sit on your butt. You've actually got to get out there. You've got to hunt the dream. You've got to work hard to get there, and you've got to set your goals. So Wendy, Spirit is just guiding you to get out there, start the movement, get the fluid going, and you know, the Angel of Manifestation is with you. So now is the time to start to move forward and to build your dream. Only starts with one brick, so get going, and all the best with that one.
Can I go with Marianne that you touched on first? I don't know. I can't click on, so you can click on it for me.
Oh,
Sorry,
hang on. Where is she? Marianne? There we go.
Yep, that's the Marianne, what was really interesting is this flew out before, and I went to put it back and I was told no. So, I'll get used to this camera. Butterfly change. Now, the more I change, the more I become myself. Now, Marianne, as I feel into this card, I want to say that sometimes it can be a little bit hard for us to step up into our own self and step up into using our voice and being our true self, our true voice. And I just feel like that's starting to change for you. And I do feel, because the butterflies are blue, so I know you're using your vocabulary more in a beautiful way, but it's like finding the right words. You don't need to worry about saying the wrong thing. Just say it in a way of, it comes from the heart, not the head. And I do feel like sometimes you like to be in your head a little bit. So just take a deep breath and just speak from the heart space. And like it says, the more I change, the more I become myself. So I just want to say, trust that and make sure. Okay. The other thing is too, clearing your throat. You need, like I want to say, Marianne, you need to go out to the forest and just yell or sing or do something just to change the vibration in that voice for you. So I hope that makes sense. Thank
There you
you,
go.
Marianne.
How brilliant. All right, jumping back in here. Question number 2 for the night is, what is the name of the vehicle, or I would say vehicle, that leads, serves, and carries other small vehicles? What is the name? What is the name of the vehicle that leads, serves, carries other small vehicles? What is the name? And that can be an airplane or anything like that, as in that word vehicle. So it's just, what is the name of it? So give me the answer. And that's number 2 question. Mother truck. No, it's not a truck. Oh, we've got them stumped on this one. Yay! All right. Okay, Geordie, I've got to jump in with Spirit if you want to join. I need to talk to somebody called Dawn. Okay, because I am hearing so loud in my head, Delta Dawn. Okay, Delta Dawn. So I know this is a Dawn that I need to connect to. And I do feel this beautiful lady is in spirit. And I can see tubes in her arms as well, and I feel like she's full of fluid. Okay, so let's just wait and see, Geordie, if we can get somebody that can connect to a Dawn in spirit. I feel this lady had breast cancer as well, because I am seeing that. And you know, I know that she had beautiful family near and around her as well. No, you're still getting these answers right. Every answer starts with the word mother. Okay, so this is a vehicle that serves, carries, loads bigger or smaller vehicles. Sorry, it's called a mother. Beep. There you go. Maybe if I use the word spaceship or something like that, I might help you out a little bit. Did I just give you the answer? Maybe. Don't know. There. Oh, look at that. Write your answers down. Write your answers down, because you have to submit them at the end of it, right? You've got to write it down. So that's question number 2. Question number 2. Getting back to it, can anybody own the beautiful lady that we've got in spirit with us at the moment? I do see her name being Dawn, or connected to Dawn. And I know that this beautiful lady at the time of her passing would have had fluid. Could have actually fluid on the lungs. I see too as well. Fluid on the lungs. You don't have to keep writing mother. Just write it on a piece of paper. I don't need to know your answer, because what you're going to do is email it to me at the end of the show, and then we're going to choose who's going to win it. All right. So all you have to do is listen to the questions and then submit the answers. Okay. I don't want them sent through Messenger. I want you to email them, and I will give you the email address at the end of the show. So. Can anybody play spirit? Geordie, what can you get?
Can you give me a bit more information, darling?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about me? So, yeah, look, I do see, I've got the connection to fluid here, because I can see fluid in her feet, but I also see there's fluid in her lungs as well. And I just see a real struggle towards end life. I do see like organ failure. That's what I feel happened. I'm seeing the organ failure go down more than anything. She's loving her weekly catch-ups with friends, is what I'm actually seeing. She's loving her weekly catch-ups with friends because, there's a time to chat and have a yarn and, just relax a little bit. So I know that this beautiful lady may have actually been in like an aged care facility or attended like a weekly meetup for aged care participants, if that makes sense. So I have to place that as well. So I know that there's a Dawn connection here. So can anybody place her?
I'm just not linking. Sorry, darling, but you just go for it. Keep going.
You're not grabbing her?
It's no, because I thought it was connected to me, but things just like it wasn't me, if that makes sense.
Okay. Come on, guys. I know that there's this lady here. She's just beautiful. She's carrying a lot of fluid at the time of her passing, so I know that her body wasn't filtering properly. I am hearing the name Dawn, so I know that that name Dawn is relevant to this beautiful lady. I see her with kind of, she would have had sort of like a sandy kind of colored hair in her younger days, I want to say, like a sandy colored kind of hair, almost like a ginger kind of color, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Celtic heritage behind her as well. So can anybody place her?
I feel there's 3 children here as well.
Yeah. And somebody has a handbag. I know that somebody's got her handbag because it's still got stuff in it. She's got like a hanky, her lipstick, her little mirror thing. Yep, the little flip out mirror. It's got all of that stuff still in it. You know the little purse that you flip open, your little bubbly thing you flick?
Yep.
Yeah.
We lost everyone.
I don't know. They've all abandoned us. Compact. Yeah, compact, Francis. That's right.
It. Yep. Because I just went like that before you even said it.
Dawn. Did you say 3 kids?
Yep, 3.
Yeah, it's like a coin purse. Come on.
And you would be either classed as she used to call you her angel, or there's an angel reference like nickname, or that's what I'm feeling with her as well.
I've got the angel cards in front of me. Angel of white light, actually. No connection. Okay, Christy, you don't have to have a connection, but I do know that somebody definitely does have a connection here. Definitely does. Well, yeah, Christy, I can see that. Geordie and I'll grab that shortly. Just let us finish this reading. So let's just go over it again. We've got a beautiful lady here. I did get the name Dawn, okay, straight off the bat. So I know that the lady's name is either Dawn or she's wanting to reach out to somebody called Dawn. She's got, somebody has her bag, like her handbag, and in her handbag is still all of her belongings, like her lipstick, her compact, her coin purse, all of those type of things. And I do see her as like her body's her body kind of like shut down, if that makes sense. And I just see a lot of fluid around her as well. Michelle, I'm not feeling it, okay? Not feeling it, but we need to get some more information. So I need to ask her a little bit more, okay? A little bit more of, what's actually going on, in her life when she was living here, if that makes sense. She's very particular about her house. Everything had a place. And Marianne, there you go.
There you go.
Hey, Marianne. Okay, that sounds like the right one. All right. So we said 3. We said the chest or something like that. We said like fluid. That the handbag with the old compact lipstick, etc. Was a really clear one. And your nickname was Nora Dawn, being a Gemini naughty child. There you go. No, it was fluid, Sherida. It was fluid. Now, Marianne, would your mum have attended like some sort of a meetup or had a regular meetup where they would have, you know, tea and coffee and just a bit of a yarn? Would that make sense to you, Marianne?
She's such a sweet lady. I'm getting really emotional.
She's gorgeous.
She's bringing in emotion around you.
I frustrated her because you know, she always church meetup, beautiful. And the thing that I find of her that she's really frustrated with, and you'll be able to verify this, Marianne, because she's just telling me she's so frustrated that her clothes didn't fit her. And she is a Sunday dresser, you know, beautifully dressed all of the time, wouldn't step out of the house without her lippy on. You know, even if she had it on her teeth, it didn't matter. You know, you'd just giggle and let her go by. Occasionally, you might say something. But, you know, she's got the little handbag that rests over her forearm and, you know, the lycra on the legs, and just was beautifully dressed all the time. And due to her condition in passing, she's saying it like frustrated me no end because my clothes didn't fit. And you know, it was all like really good, like David Jones clothes and things like that. She might have had in her cupboard for forever and a day, but it didn't matter because they never went out of vogue. And she always mixed, matched, and managed to look, you know, mint condition. Does that make sense? The other thing I'm also seeing, Marianne, is a Pandora bracelet or a charm bracelet. And I feel that somebody still has that as well. So it's like a bracelet that people would have given her things to add on to, if that makes sense. You have it, or she's given you a charm, or there's some connection there with a charm bracelet. Church meetup. How cute. They know everybody at church, don't they? This one knows this one, that knows this one. That's my mum bringing me smiles. I was a young teenager when she died. I still have a few of her dresses. Pandora bracelet. My older sister has it. Oh, so she's got the Pandora bracelet. Oh, that's beautiful, Marianne. Okay, well, we do have your mum. Okay, and she's coming forward today on Mother's Day, just to let you know that she's with you always. She's watching your kids and is watching over them, and she's telling me that the little one is like you were as a kid. Okay, the little one is like you were as a kid. So I know that you can make sense of that one. Geordie, what can you get?
Oh, I'm just getting emotion. She's just an absolute gorgeous lady.
Birthday was yesterday.
Oh wow, happy birthday! It's just and I know she's got a really gorgeous giggle. Like I feel like it's a little, you know, those little throaty giggles. Like it's just just a little throaty giggle. And I feel with the charm bracelet, there's either the Eiffel Tower on there, or there's a type of tower that's on there, because I saw the little Paris Eiffel Tower. So I don't know if that makes sense with the Pandora as I fell into the bracelet that you brought through. Also, I feel she's presenting me utensils. Now, I don't know if you've got one of the old silver spoons, but I just feel like I want to say it may not be your mum's, it might be your grandmother's, but I know it's been handed down. This beautiful like, you know, the old silver spoons.
Yeah,
like
I had one, and I used to call it my Nana spoon.
Yeah, and it's just, and I know that you still have this, but I feel like your mum had it and then you've got it, but I know it's grandmother's. I know it's been handed down. Okay.
That's so cute.
There's also a September reference as well. September birthday celebration anniversary as well. So that's what I've got. But she's so
Love
cute.
it.
I just want to squeeze her.
She's so cute. Oh, look at that. Like silver spoon from 25th. Wow. Smash that one out, Geordie. You're a freak.
That's just crazy.
Isn't it beautiful? I just love the way that we can, you know, can bring in. There's the Mary Margaret from before. You know, we always find the place.
I just got chills.
We always,
really.
you know, we always place things, which is just a beautiful thing. She loved linen. This lady's just shown me the love of linen, and you know, everything was just neatly packed and you know, it was always pressed and always put to the back of the cupboard, and you know, she just always looked after everything she had. And you know, even if it was just a plastic thing that one of the kids brought back from a school camp or a trip away, you know, she'd put it up on the cabinet and you know, would just hold on to it. Everything meant something to her, whether a kid had painted on it or whether it was something more meaningful. But I really feel that this beautiful lady was very, very sentimental, and that's why she's come forward today, because, you know, it is Mother's Day, and they are never far from us. They're always there, always there, and the messages are always there as well. Sometimes we just have to reach out and, you know, start to have a look around and see what's there. If that makes sense, which is, you know, it's absolutely beautiful. Well done. That spoon is well done, Judy. That's like,
thanks.
you know, the killer nut spoon.
And
Love it.
And that's that just, I mean, I'm speechless. For us as mediums, Bec, you would totally get this. That sort of thing blows me away. And the day that I don't get blown away with evidence is the day that I give this up. It's just
totally agree. You know, it's like you guys in the audience go, "Oh my God!" Well, we're thinking, "Holy shit!" You know, where did I get that come from? You know, when somebody says to us, "How do you do it?" We're like, "I don't know." It just gets in our head, you know. We just know. It's a knowing. It's beyond reasonable doubt. I know that this is actually. I know that this is what's going on. I know it. I know it. I know it. You know, and this lady didn't wear heaps of jewelry, but you know what? There is a wedding band on her finger. It's only a small little band. It's worn as all get, and I still feel that somebody has that. Didn't go with her. Somebody has it. You know, there's so much sentiment and sentimental connection with her, and you know, she just was absolutely beautiful. So I know that she's showing me that there was a hand holding her hand at the time of her passing. I do see the wedding band on it, but I know that it was removed at some stage, and somebody now has that ring. So Marianne, if you can place that, it's just further evidence for you to let you know that your mum's always there. And it reminds me of something that I was working on. I'm actually working on a manuscript at the moment for Animal Dreaming Publishing, and one of the things that we were talking about was the wedding band, and just how far back it goes in history, and what it actually means. And the band is talking about a connection that's never broken. It's solidified, it's circular, and it just keeps going round and round and round on this everlasting journey. And you know, it's about relationships, and it's about love and caring and connecting to that person. And being in gold, it is the purest, you know, one of the purest metals that, you know, this world that we know in actually has. And it's just, you know, such an important symbolic gesture of commitment, of love and adoration. And I'm just seeing this with her at the moment. And this beautiful ring. It's only a thin band, but it's well worn, is what I'm being shown. It's well worn, and she's just making, you know, when you make choices in life, she's saying, you know, you make the commitments that go with it. And she's just wanting to say to you, when you know you're ready, then step forward. But you know, she's just gorgeous. She's not focusing too much on the engagement ring. The wedding band meant more, is what I'm being guided and what I'm being told to talk about the wedding band. Jamie, I can see your message there, but I will ask you to hold that message for now, please. All right, so Geordie, anything more on that one? Can we let her go?
Can I just say, I was giggling because Bec brought this up a couple of weeks ago about my desk, and my desk, because I'm always online, we're always online. And Marianne, I just need to tell you that your mum was making me aware, and I just dropped them, of I've got 2 lipsticks right next to me. So I don't know if they look like this lipstick or they're actually Clinique. Like Clinique's been around for years. So I don't know. I just want to acknowledge that. So it's giving you a bit of a heads up that she's around me, because I know you've got lipstick there, but the way, it's no joke, they're right here, and that's what they look like. So I don't know if they look like that you've
I
got in
have
your
to tell you a
handbag,
story.
but
I have to tell you a funny story about Clinique, and I'm about to get smashed in the head from the other room, but I'm going to whisper it. So admin goes to buy a Clinique lipstick, right? And thinks she's at the Clinique counter, but she comes back with, yep, starts with a C, but it's also called Chanel. Gets to the counter and pays for it. It's like, whoops. So yeah.
There's a bit of a price difference there.
Clinique Chanel. She'll probably kill me in a minute, but that's okay.
That's all right.
So yeah, Marianne.
That's a good. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you for
80s lipstick. I'm not sure of the brand. Avon.
That's okay.
It's probably Avon.
Oh, might
Max
be.
Factor. Be one of those.
But I know it looks like it's got that metal band around it. Anyway,
yeah,
I'll just leave that with you.
Does too. Marianne, where just really quickly before we let you go, because you can book in with a reading with either one of us.
Yep.
What I want to say to you is that I have to talk about the connection now. I don't know whether this is your dad that's coming forward, but I have to talk about somebody that's either had or is about to have eye surgery, and it's like a cataracts or something like that removal. So I don't know whether mum had that or dad's having it, but I have to bring that forward as well because I've seen it come in. So I'm going to briefly pass that across too. Avon, so bad. Perfume steamrollers, oh, so bad.
And the lotion, bubble bath. Oh, remember the bubble?
Oh, the bubble bath with the bumpy bubble bath. Yeah. How good was that? The bumpy bubble bath. There you go. Your father-in-law had the eye operation. Do you know what? I have to tell you something really funny. So when I was little, we used to get the Avon, and I used to order those god-awful big gaudy rings because Dolly Parton had them, and I wanted some too. And when they used to come in, they'd be these big, ugly rocks with all these different colors, and they were horrible. But back in those times, Dolly had all these really bad rings, and I'd make mum order them, and they were horrible. Shit you do the kid.
Marianne,
all right,
there you go.
Let Marianne go. Happy Mother's Day, Marianne. Mum's sending across a white rose, and I also know too that somebody's got a rose for mum. So whether it's in the ground or in the front yard, she's acknowledging a rose. So I know that that's just going to be further evidence there for you. But she's looking at this rose and watching it being looked after, and she just wants to say it's beautiful. So I'm going to leave that one there. You'll verify that for us in a second. All right. What do you want to do now, Geordie?
I'm sorry, but I need to go to the ladies. So I might have to leave you. Love you and leave you.
Geordie needs to pee.
Yep. I need to go toilet. I need to go to ladies. Okay. So I'll let you go. But thank you for having me on. That was a bit freaky. Like I was just like, I haven't watched you for ages. And then all of a sudden it's like, do you want to come on? I'm like, okay, I'm in the zone. I might as well. So thank you, baby. Mwah.
Too easy.
You, honey.
Love you.
I will see you.
Wait to see you.
Love you too. See you, Michelle. See you, gorgeous. Happy Mother's Day, Michelle. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. I hope you had a really good day. And Michelle, because I know Michelle, happy grandmother's first grandmother's day. She just her beautiful daughter just had a baby about 6-7 months ago. I think I can't remember, but mwah. See you, Maddie. Bye. See you, Chrissy.
Guys, and then next week we might even do a quick live from the conference. So
that would be so cool.
So yeah, we might do a quick live and just run around the conference for all of you to see. So anyway, Joy's going to pee her pants, so we're going to let you go. Love you. Bye.
I'm doing the toilet dance. Bye. Love you all. Bye.
There you go, guys. Incredible Geordie Janes. I love working with her. And as you can see, we do work well together. But it's always a pleasure to catch up with her. So thank you, JJ, and happy Mother's Day to you too. So back to me. You're stuck with me now. The next question. Okay, here's question number 3. So for you, Carly, that didn't come on, tonight's show, I have a reading on offer, and it is a Mother's Day competition, and I'm going to be asking questions throughout the show, and you have to get all the questions right and submit to me the questions or what your answers to the questions at the end of the show in order to go in the running to win a 1-hour reading with me. Okay, so question number 1 was to do with a female religious organization. What is the head of a female organization called, or the female religious organization called? And the second one was a ship or carrier that carries smaller ships. Okay, so that was the second one. Okay, the third one is what is the name of the computer element inside a computer that holds memory and things like that? What's it called? What's it called? Okay, what is it called? It holds communication between the crucial electronic components of a system. What is it called? Okay, what is it called? Write it down. I'm not going to tell you the answer. Just write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Okay. In the meantime, Inika, I'm going to give you an angel card from the great Debbie Malone. How did Loretta get up there? Did you change it? All right, we're nearly finished for the night, guys. So we'll do another couple of readings. All right, let's have a look here. Inika, believe in miracles. Okay, focus, believe, achieve. Believe in miracles. You know, there's always a way around things. There's always insight and clarity through things, but sometimes we have to actually believe. You know, we hold ourselves back in this life, and you know, sometimes we just have to have that little bit of belief to keep going, if that makes sense. So let's just hold on to that one, because I think that's, you know, a beautiful message that's coming forward to you tonight. So just hold on to that. How are you going to get time to ask us 20 questions at this pace? Yeah, I know. All right. Don't worry. I'll ask them. Now, I wanted to go back here. Where did that message go? And Geordie's jumped off, so I'm going to have to answer it myself. Shadow people, are they the same as loved one spirits? My son woke up to being really cold and a dark shadow standing over his bed. Okay, so Christy, my understanding and interpretation of this, like, yes, there are shadow beings in the paranormal world. I've been able to catch them on camera. However, I feel at this particular time, what your son was actually witnessing was what we call, it's not a guide, but it's more of, it's, I'm just trying to think of the name. I'm totally having a brain fart at the moment. A guardian, okay? And the guardian comes down with us to teach our lessons. And we very rarely see the guardian, but sometimes we do see them at the foot of our bed. They're always the same age as us and the same sex as us. And I feel that's actually what he's seen, Christy. It's nothing to be scared about. Cold, well, the coldness is in the middle of the night anyway, usually. So usually there is a drop in temperature at nighttime. And I would say that that's more to the point of what it is, rather than the sort of like a shadow, shadow people or shadow person. My understanding of a shadow person, just to sort of like verify that one, It's a little bit different. I've only ever seen one, and I've never seen it with the naked eye. I've only ever seen it on camera. I've actually caught it on camera, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to look up by definition of what somebody else calls it, just to explain it a little bit better. So a shadow person is the perception of a patch of shadow as a living humanoid figure and interpreted as the presence of a spirit or any other entity by believers in the paranormal. So look, it's few and far between. And there is a lot of confusion as to how to define them, but there are basically, you know, it's when sometimes you'll see a shadow walk past your eye, out of your peripheral vision, and you know, that can be a spirit person as well. Okay, just somebody walking past you, just see this dark shadow flick past you, that can be something as well. But in this particular case, I really feel as if it's his guardian, and just, you know, just watching over him. That's what they do, if that makes sense. You know, they just teach us those messages, if that makes sense. All right, so quickly going to throw in question number 4. Okay, what is the name? What do you call the language, or what language do you speak in from the country of birth, if that makes sense? What is the name of the language? I don't know. I've got all these words, but I don't have to ask them. Let me see. The language that a person learned as a child. There you go. The language that a child learned as a child. That's what I'm looking for. You guys are all over this shit. There you go. Hi, Mr. Whitling. How are you? I can't wait to see you tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. It was really funny. I was at dinner. I was asking people to give me some words that start with mother, and you know what they all come up with, don't you? The big mother F. I'm like, no, I can't do that one. That's even beyond me. All right, so that's the next one. And let me see. I might throw in another one back to back. What is the name of the nursery rhyme character? I gotta figure it out. Wait, just don't laugh at me. I type it in because I don't know what it is. What is the name of the lady who went to the cupboard in the nursery rhyme? What's the name of the lady? Come on. I know you know it. I'll give you a hint. She was old. She went to the cupboard to give her dog a bone. When she came there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. She went to the baker's to buy him some bread. When she came back, the dog was dead. That's a bit morbid. She went to the undertaker's to buy him a coffin. When she came back, the dog was laughing. What was her name? What was her name? What was her name? Mary Muffet. What the hell, Christy? Who's Mary Muffet? Wasn't that Itsy Bitsy Spider? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. Little Miss Muffet. There you go. That's the next question, right? You've got to have that one. Okay, jumping back in, I'm going to do one final mediumship reading. We've had an incredible night tonight with Geordie, and I hope that you all have enjoyed it, because it has been a fun night. It's not going to be 20 questions because I just don't have time to ask them all, but the ones that I have asked, I expect the right answers to, in order for you to win tonight's banter. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. we've got 4 questions, so there'll be 5 questions, 5 or 6 questions that we'll need to answer in order for you to win tonight's reading. So, as you know, I'm going to go where I'm drawn to, okay? And I think let me have a look here. I've done 5, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I done 5? Which one have I missed out? Mother. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I heard the word Abe. Okay, Abe, A-B-E. And this is a really unusual name. Not that I would, you know, bring it in there, but I feel like I've got an Abe or something like Abe or Gabe. Thank you. I love this shirt too. It's one of my favorite shirts. It's a winter shirt. But I have to say the name Abe, okay? And I know that this gentleman liked to go fishing, because I can see him actually fishing off a pier. So I can see him. Yeah, I can see the fish swimming around him, and I can see him swimming off a pier. I want to say that he passed in his 70s, okay, 74, 75, somewhere there. I know that he actually crossed over, and there was something with his hearing. I'm being guided to tell you as well. Something with his hearing that's also really relevant as well. And I have to talk about a grandson, and I feel like he's wanting to reach out and talk about a grandson or connect with a grandson. Can anybody place this gentleman? I have to connect with the name Abe or Gabe or something along those lines. It sounds like that. I might have got the interpretation a little bit dodgy. But I feel like it is relevant to that. Oh, Susie, you're going to miss out on the competition if you leave now. Got another question. What do you call a chicken that runs around looking after everybody? What do you call it? A chicken. Okay, come on, guys. I've got a gentleman here, and I do feel as if he has a darker complexion as well. Well done. I do feel he has like a darker complexion as well. So I don't know whether he's actually an islander that I'm wanting to connect to. Odie, I don't know whether this is one of yours, but he does look a little bit darker. And I do feel that what I'm wanting to say about him is that, you know, he does have a really big heart, really big hands, really big heart. And he's just a beautiful, beautiful gentleman. Ray, no, it's more like an Abe or Gabe or something like that I'm actually getting. An Abe or a Gabe or Abe or A. I feel really drawn. Guys, I don't need to see it. Just write it down on your piece of paper. Okay, I've got this gentleman here, and I feel like he's got a darker complexion, a little bit darker than olive complexion. So I would have to say that he's like an islander or something along those lines. He's definitely got some indigenous coloring in him. He's got a beautiful big heart. He's got big hands. And this gentleman is complaining of his legs, okay? He's complaining of his legs. And I know that there's a circulation issue here. And I know also, too, that there's a possibility of like a a diabetes or something along those lines there, because I feel the circulation is a little bit sluggish, and you know, the heart just isn't working as well as it should be. Okay. And I also feel that I need to say that this gentleman may have passed across with congenital heart failure. Now look, I don't like prescribing death or anything like that, but this is what he's telling me. So I'm standing in the middle here, and this is what he's saying. You know, I do see that it's sort of like the heart disease, and I think that he had it for a long time, and you know, dealt with it basically. So I know that one of you has this gentleman. So who owns him, please? Does that make sense? Come on, guys, you're really slow tonight. Type something in. Mother hens. All I've got is this whole mother hen, mother hen, mother hen. Who's going to own this beautiful spirit? Who's going to own it? Who's going to own it? Pain in the heart, but a stab wound. Christy, can you place all that information? Can you place the name? I just feel like there's something, you know, just sluggish circulation, and I can feel like pain in my legs. Okay, Bec. His father was an islander. His legs in circulation. You can't take Abe. Gabe. Sorry, I'm tired. Abel, Gabe. All right, let's hold that anyway. The name. Let me get some more information from you for you. Okay. I definitely feel that sort of like islander connection with him. Although his eyes are just beautiful. Okay, and I think that his eyes really stand out. Amongst other things, and the hearing also I'm being drawn to as well. So I don't know whether he had or suffered from hearing, or somebody suffered from like consistent hearing infections or ear infections, but I just feel as if it didn't drain out, if that makes sense. Oh, that's beautiful. So you have problem with his ears? Whose grandfather had the problems with the ears, or you know, is connecting to somebody that's got problems with the ears? Because I feel it's like, you know, when they put the grommets in to drain the ears, but there's scarring, and the scarring actually caused the issues with the hearing down the track, if that makes sense. Okay, so I also have to place that. I see that somebody also too, which one of you guys is connecting, there's a 21st birthday coming up, or he's remembering a 21st birthday, because what he's actually showing me is a 21st birthday key, a 21st birthday key. So I have to acknowledge that as well, and I have to bring that into the picture. And I'm just going to hold you up here. Connect with the grandson. My brother is deaf from kidney issues. Oh wow. Okay. And he was fisherman, yes, Inca, that's right. He was a fisherman, because I'm seeing these beautiful memories of fishing, and I see him off a pier and he's fishing. It's when he thought the most, you know, it's when he put his world all back together in these alone times when, you know, it wasn't so much as providing food or anything like that. That was his time with himself and, you know, with his higher self, I guess, if that makes sense. So, you know, that's just, you know, just who he was. He does have a beautiful smile and dimple on one cheek. I do see that. And there's just the ever so slightest greeny color in his eyes as well, which was beautiful. Look at this. I think I've got two here. Bec, I have a 21st birthday key. My dad wasn't there. And you have an ear issue. Yes, fished off a pier. Picture in the paper with the grandchildren fishing. Beautiful. Okay, so I think I'm on par here with Bec and Inika. That's okay. We're going to get some more information. I'm being given the name Rose or connected to a rose. I have to place that as well. And I also to see that, what am I looking at? It looks like a, okay, this is really bizarre, but it looks like a paint magazine or something like that. He's showing me like a paint book. So either somebody's been looking at paint this week, or he was a painter or connected to paint of some sort, because I feel like I'm looking through a paint book, you know, getting, you know, the different types of paint and the different colored paints and things like that. I'm being shown that. So when we're working with spirit, as you know, we just stand in the middle and go, we said this and he said that and he did this and he did that. Well, now I'm being shown a paint book. So wherever you can place that, that's up to you. But he's definitely shown me a paint book. It's like a Taubman's or British Paints or something along those lines. There's a paint book there. And he's got a crooked... His smile was crooked. I know there's a dimple in it. Finished off picture on paper with his grandchildren. Now, I'm a barber and I'm seeing a cutthroat razor as well. So I know that he may have shaved with a cutthroat razor rather than a normal razor, if that makes sense. And if I can't place the paint, that's okay. I'll just get you to hold that to the side. And Bec, can you place the paint book? Can either of you place the cutthroat razor as well? Because I do feel that he may have, or he has, or had, or in your possession is a cutthroat razor, an old one. You're a hairdresser by trade. Yeah, but this would have been his, Inika, his blade or his dad's blade, or it's an old one. We're not allowed to use them in Australia anymore. We have to use disposable blades, not ones that we can use on a strop. But this is a normal one. He did have a cutthroat razor. Yeah, look, I still think I'm with you, Inika. You know, I do see what he's actually showing me is his palm and the questioning of ancestry, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether you're actually looking into your ancestry.com or looking into your family history, but I'm watching his palm and he's like tracing the family, the lineage, like your lifeline, and then it's all splitting up all over the place. So he's showing me that you are questioning yourself, questioning where you're from, who you are, what you're about, and definitely sort of like questioning, I guess, life in general and the importance of life is coming forward for you at the present time. You know, we all face our mortality at one time or another, and he's just showing me that this is the time where you're starting to question things and pose questions. I also know too that there's a question of parental, what's the word? Somebody in the family tree or somebody near and around you. It's definitely, I feel like it's on the family line, is questioning their heritage, like where they came from. So it's like they find out that their uncle's their dad, or their dad is their uncle, or something along those lines. So I know that one of those is in question as well. You know, a lot of people's grandparents raised them, and their sisters were actually their sort of like parents, if that makes sense. So I know that that makes sense also. So can you guys place any of that where they're questioning a heritage? And I feel it's almost like a teenage birth and the mother's grandmother's brought up the kid, and the kid thinks the grandmother's the mother, but it's actually not. Not so much inbred stuff, but it's just, you know, you sometimes, you know, the parents took over the rearing of the child when their young ones had children too early and just raised them as their own. Isn't that cool? So I know that that's a connection. That's a connection there. I'm also seeing an old toolbox, there's some old tools in this toolbox. I know that somebody's got the toolbox as well. Okay, wow, Bec. All right. I've obviously got a double link here. Your dad was raised by his grandparents, thinking that his mum was his sister. Okay, all right. So I've got two here. So in a car, I'm just going to connect here and pass the message across. Okay, so I do have this beautiful gentleman spirit, and as I said to you earlier on, he's really talking about the family line, the family lineage here, and he's just wanting to sort of like just explain to you that, you know, life is a journey and it's up to you which way things are going. But I do see you stepping in and contemplating life a little bit more at the moment. He's just saying that, you know, everything has a reason and everything has a time, and, you know, sometimes we try and push for something to go forward and it's not ready, and it sort of like gives us a lot of grief because it sort of like bends back and doesn't go where we want it and doesn't place where we need it to place. So it just resists the whole way. So he's just saying it's about timing, and you know, when the time is right, you will actually go forward, but you need this time to sort of like settle your mind and your heart, bring it into alignment, and then decide sort of like where you want to go from here. So that's the message that he's putting forward there, Inika, and I just want to pass that across with lots of love, and please know that he's with you always. Okay, and he's just given some beautiful evidence tonight, which is just, you know, really incredible. You know, spirit always amazes me with the evidence that they can actually give us. Bec, your dad was raised by his grandparents, thinking that his mum was his sister. So again, that was made very clear in that there was a parental questioning, and somebody was raised as somebody and it turned out to be something different. So I have to acknowledge that. Oh my God, is that a cute little anteater? Oh, it's a what do you call it? An echidna. How cute. And so, yeah, I do have to place that as well. I have to sort of like, the memories that this gentleman have, Bec, are a little bit hazy. So I don't know whether he also sort of suffered a little bit of Alzheimer's or a little bit of cognitive degeneration, because I just feel as if his mind isn't as clear as what it should have been. Now, that can be drug related as well, you know, because at the time of passing, you know, a lot of people are heavily medicated to make the transition easier for them and comfortable for them. So, you know, it could be something just like that. But I feel as if he's just letting us know that he may not have been totally you know, in control with a lot of things, if that makes sense. He has such a beautiful heart, and he's got also, he's very proud man, like a really proud man. And he's just saying, you know, that he's really proud of you and what you've done and what you've achieved. He's also proud of the amount of the energy that you put into doing for other people. And there's a real humanitarian side here that he's wanting to acknowledge with you, Bec. And he's just saying, you know, if you can do half of what you do for other people for yourself, then you'll really understand the meaning of life. He's very philosophical, and he's a very, very deep thinker, this gentleman that I've got coming forward. He is in a suit. Now, this could have been, you know, how he was dressed at the time of his crossing, and you know, he is formally dressed and looks beautiful. But there's also a casual side to him that I have to say not many got to see. He didn't let his hair down very often, and you know, it's relaxing for him was, you know, in his quiet time. But he's just wanting to come forward tonight and just let you know that he is with you, and that, you know, he's ever present. He's wanting to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. He knows that it's a it's a difficult time for you. And I also have to say that he's got young ones in spirit. Now, I don't know whether, I feel like there's, maybe one or two that were yours, but I also know that there's other family members that have either had a miscarriage or an abortion. And he's just letting me know that those babies are in spirit as well. So I'm just going to leave that message there for you with lots of love. And just remind everybody that your loved ones are with you always, okay? Especially around times like this where it is Mother's Day, or it is Father's Day, or it is an anniversary day, or it is a birthday. They are very, very present, and they do come forward a little bit stronger around these anniversary times, okay? So for those of you that didn't get a reading tonight, please know that your loved ones are definitely with you, okay? Look for the signs and the symbols, the feathers, the music, the noises, the messages. Look for absolutely everything, because they are there and they will show you. Bec, does that make sense for you? Can you place that information? Because, his memories are very clear, and that's what he's sort of like talking about, and that's what he's showing. He's turning up the cuffs on his sleeves as well, and it's getting down to work, okay? But I feel as if he may not have done that very often. Again, back in the day, the shirts were actually turned over and buttoned up, and but he's actually undone the buttons on his cuffs, rolled up his sleeves, and he's not a proud man, not enough to work. And he's saying, everybody can roll up their sleeves and put in a hand, because many hands make light work. And I think that's what the message is there. So Bec, that's from your granddad, or your dad. Is it your granddad? Your dad. And such a beautiful, beautiful message that's coming there. But yeah, I'm going to leave that there for you. All right, so the final question for tonight's quiz, let me get it, is bear with me. I need to know how to word it. The word. So, the personification of nature is called what? The personification of nature is called what? There you go. There you go. So, I want you to please email me at office.oz Psychic Barber. I'm going to type it down here. Gmail. Is that right? All right, there it is. There's the email there. I'm going to post it up here. I'm going to grab it from I haven't got the email there, but that's the email. Okay, office.oz psychicbarber@gmail.com. So you can do that, send it there. What else did I have to tell you? Don't forget, we've got the paranormal event coming up. We've got our fundraising event in June coming up. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's gmail.com. Typo, not Gamel. Idiot. Yeah, we've got lots of things coming up. So keep an eye on my Facebook page, please, because I am updating things. Mackay, I'm heading to you on the 21st, 22nd. I can't wait for that show. That's going to be incredible. And Geordie and I are getting together with another incredible medium. We'll keep that one hush-hush for now, but it is in Sydney. So Sydney-siders, can't wait to see you. And that will be, I think it's in September. But we will put on some other shows in between. So anyway, that's it for now. I just want to say to you, thank you so much for joining me for this incredible Mother's Day. Geordie, I know you're watching. We had so much fun. I love working with you. And, we always have the funniest banters, and it's, yeah, it's just a pleasure. And, I always believe that things happen for a reason. So it's no surprise that you jumped on when you did. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Love you too. And, I don't know where the Maine Coon is, so she hasn't made an appearance. So no Bugs' butt tonight. And take care, everybody. And we'll talk to you all soon next week. Live from Queensland, it will be next week. So we shall talk to you then. See you later.